People give back in different ways. Some of us give blood, others contribute to charities. A South Bend man gives back by serving drinks to friends in a watering hole he calls St. Peter's Pub. George Mallet is here with the story. George, how was this?
It was really a great experience. Let me be right up front about one thing, though. St. Peter's is not a public house. You can't just show up there and purchase a Guinness Stout. But if you are invited to St. Peter's Pub, you will drink for free and are likely to enjoy something of a spiritual experience. Thursday night found St. Peter's Pub hopping. I use the term pub loosely. This is not a business. Nothing that takes place in this charming, darkened room is transactional. Don't let the bottles of fine spirits confuse you. This is a spiritual place created by a deeply faithful man named Bob Kloska. Father Andrew Budzinski is a St. Peter's Pub regular.
Not everyone is ready to just go walking off the street into the church, for example. But a pub, yeah, everyone's ready to go walking off the street into a pub. And what he provides in this place is a place of community, friendship, prayer, community in Christ.
Bob Kloska opened this invitation-only gathering place as a way of giving back. Bob has endured 3 cancer battles dating back to when he was a young father with 5 small children. When he was flat on his back in a Chicago hospital, Notre Dame football fans, Catholics, neighbors, and the South Bend community took care of his family.
People loved our family, and if I lived for 1,000 years and tried to pay back what people have done for us, I could never do it, because this community has been so loving.
One of the really fun things about St. Peter's Pub is when you make your entrance, there's an immediate hey! The combination of that bell and the cheer puts a charming spin into the room, the pub reveling in an ambient night. If St. Peter's has a norm, it is Notre Dame engineering professor Mike Seelinger. The professor maintains first-time visitors often enjoy something akin to a religious experience in this warm room lined with religious symbols, Notre Dame football memorabilia, and even literature.
It's different for every person. It's not like every person who walks in the door here has this amazing mystical experience. But every person who walks in the door, when you hear the bell ring, you feel like you're part of something, a family, a friend, a group, and that's very special.
Now, you heard Bob's voice there. It's a little weak. He's had a number of health problems, and he had vocal cord surgery, so that was part of it. But and I don't even know how to articulate this, but that there was a spiritual experience there in hanging out with them.
It's a great story.
Yeah,
how did you hear about this?
Well, we went over. We had a watch party there for Tricia
right.
Sloma's special, and then we just went from there.
I'm sure people are wondering, how do you get invited? That looks like a cool place.
And that's the thing, folks. Don't just show up. You got to be invited.